Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to basketball action. The second game between New Trier and Glenbrook North in the conference play. Glad to have you with us wherever you may be on the network line. And welcome to the game. Trevians on something of a tear. Their record now at 6-1 going into this game with 2 games missing. And I don't even know if we are going to make those games up between Niles North and Glenbrook South. Inbounded by the Spartans. We're here at New Trier. And from the outside for the 3, no. Trevians have it. Kirkpatrick. Josh Kirkpatrick with the basketball. Setting the play up. Put it in a bit sloppily to Cohn. Back up top. Canellis gave it off. And up and offensive foul by Jackson Monroe. Player control foul, as they now call it. And once more, Glenbrook North inbounds it. Glenbrook North has 5 players out with COVID, so that's part of the problem for them. All the more when I talk about how strange this season is going to be. Up and in for the deuce, counted and the foul. And a chance of a 3-point play. And, of course, New Trier had a total shutdown because of the COVID. So, Canellos with the basketball. On the side, this is Kirkpatrick cross court. Monroe put it up top. Back up top, Canellos. Gave it off. Geis going, and he got fouled. And Finn Cohen goes to the line. Missed the first. And missed the second as well. Trevians have a crossover game tomorrow in real time. Thrown away. And New Trier basketball. The crossover game against Vernon Hills, the newest member of the Central Suburban League. They came in when Waukegan switched to the North Suburban League. Canellos. Geis. Underneath. And up and in by Monroe. Jackson Monroe. Only 2 more games scheduled this year here in Gates Gym. And deflected away. And, of course, those are among the last that will be played here. Up and no, short. And, again, a shot, no. Rolled it, not quite in. Up top, going for the 3, no. Monroe with the rebound, puts it up and in for the deuce. Spartans with it. And up and no. Go in with the rebound. Canelos tries to go the length. Now dished it off outside. Going for the three. Swishery for three. By Will Geis. Up top. Up short. And coming back the other way. Little back door. Up short on the Trevians end. On the run and gun. Going for the three. Yes, swishery for three. Canelos. Back to Canelos. Up and over everything on the shot. And a downtown three, yes. Good. And number 11 on Glenbrook North, Cone, is just a sophomore. And the fadeaway jumper, good by Jackson Monroe. Coming back. Glenbrook North, a new member of the Central Suburban South. And so New Trier now plays them twice a year. Up top, Monroe for the outside. Swishery for three. Wow, he's got a hot hand here. Jackson Monroe. Into the paint. Up and in for the deuce. Glenbrook North and New Trier weren't even in the same league until 1973. Trevians lead by 2. And a timeout taken. I think they missed their COVID mask, whatever you call it, timeout, but a little more end-to-end in this one. They just didn't have time for the whistle. Canelos with the first. And with the second. Trevian lead at 4. Canelos comes out and Toth comes in. We've made the substitute line change for the Trevians. Picard. Brayboy. Toth. Fegan. And there's a foul in there. And Kolak. Carlo Kolak. The inbound to Andrew Picard. Picard brings it across the timeline. Fegan. Now Picard. Fegan. On the rotation. Tried to shoot it. No, he traveled first. Little traveling music, maestro. I'm a traveling man. Been a lot. Spartans with it as we wind down the first quarter here. Up top, Trevians with a 4-point lead. And the setup, tried to go inside, now drive the baseline, and draws the foul. Go to the line for 2. Toth with the foul. Get the first. Got the second. Picard. Up top. Bray Boy. Toth. Bray Boy. Fagan goes for the 3. Nope. Try again at the buzzer. Nope. Off the side of the backboard. And we're done with the first quarter. And the inbound. And the Trevians with the basketball to start the second quarter. 2-point Trevian lead. It's 14-12. And a little backdoor, couldn't get the shot, put it back up top. And a downtown 3. And Glenbrook North has a 1-point lead. Canelos. Picard. And deflected out of bounds. Possession retained by the Trevians, and the line change again. Geis, Monroe, going, and Kirkpatrick check back in for the Trevians. Monroe. Cohn had it stuffed out of bounds. Trevians will keep possession, though. And Kirkpatrick will inbound it. In for Monroe. Monroe tried to strong arm it. No. Try again. Up and in off the backboard. Up top. Deflected away. And up high. Picked up. And Kirkpatrick to the side, going for the 3. No. And up and in. Geis, you to the corner, and the shot no. And then the foul up over the top on Cohn. And Fagan checks in for Geis for the Trevians. To the corner, going for the three. No. Wide right. Coming back quickly, Fegan. Tried to put it up, no, but he got fouled, and Fegan will go to the line. So Fegan goes to the line. Jake Fegan. Sophomore. One of two on the team, although the other one I've only seen play once here this year. And the jump shot, nope, up over everything, out of bounds. And New Trier basketball. Canelos with the basketball. And the hand check foul. And Kirkpatrick will inbound it at midcourt. Back out top, and Kirkpatrick with the three attempt. Nope. Just a little short and looked like it was a little bit off, maybe to the left. Inside, back out high. Rotation to the side, going for the three. No. Canelos takes it back out high. Kirkpatrick all alone, going for the three. Swishery for three. Canelos. Spartans with the basketball. New Trier with the lead. Second quarter, up and in on the deuce. Last time they played it relatively close, as I remember it was an 8-point game between these two. And a couple of substitutions, and we take our timeout. Trevians lead is 2. Canelos. And tried to put it up, no, and the player control foul on Canelos. Coach Hayes likes to stand on the floor during the game. I mean, on the floor, on the court, not on the sideline. I noticed in the last game he was like that. He was just standing there again. Loose on the floor. And the Spartans came up with it. Back top. I thought it was a great idea, and I passed it through to the athletic director, and he kind of liked the idea too, that closing down the gym, have an old-timer sort of game, play a game under the 1928 rules. Swishery for three from Kirkpatrick, which is, I mean, the rules are really kind of bizarre. Up, no. Among other things, you weren't allowed to do a jump ball or a layup or a slam. Kirkpatrick count the basket and the foul. Throwback jersey. At least New Trier, I don't think, had the problem that Centralia had when they first put a basketball team out on the floor. Because when they first put a basketball team on the floor, nobody had any matching jerseys. And the local reporters said they looked like a bunch of orphans. And the name stuck, and to this day, Centralia is known as the Centralia Orphans. Glenbrook North with the basketball. Of course, in 1928, New Trier teams were known as the Terriers. They became the Green Machine, Green Wave, Green Machine. They're kind of interchangeable a little bit in the 30s. And then didn't become the Indians really until there's some question. I've heard it. I've seen it as 1946 on the records, but apparently officially 1948. Got a deuce. Up top. And deflected, but retained by the Trevians. And going for the three. Yes. Swishery for three. And it was Carlo Kolak with the swishery for three. Up top. Back to the far side. Looking for a place to go with it. Brought back out, back to the side. Glenbrook North is a replacement. The old Glenbrook school, 26.9 seconds left. Trevians with 5-point lead, inbound by Geis. The old school was called Northbrook High School, and that building still exists. It's there on Waukegan Road, just north of Shermer and Waukegan, on the west side of the street there. I think it's an old people's home now. Shot no. Nursing home of some kind. And going for the three at the end of the half. And we're at halftime. And the Trevians leading by 5. Make it by 7. Trevians leading by 7, 29-21. The inbound. I got to talking so much I didn't keep track of what was going on. I do that sometimes, don't I? Diarrhea of the mouth. The inbound. Spartans with it. You know, when I always talk about the past and all that stuff, it's really kind of giving everybody a sense that games don't just happen. You know, they've been going on for a long time, and you know, history is evolving. What our Glenbrook North students used to go to New Trier. Actually, New Trier and Wheeling. So some of them went to Wheeling. East side went to New Trier and the west side went to Wheeling before they put Northbrook High School, which was 1930. Here's a shot. No. And the foul on the push. Trevians will retain possession. Kirkpatrick will inbound it. Up top. And Canelos, no. And again, player control foul on Peter Canelos. And Canelos comes out, and Jake Fegan checks back in. Spartans on the rotation outside. Knocked away. Trevians have it. 2-on-1 break. Dished off, up and in by Monroe. There was Fegan that fed him. Hot high. A little behind the back. Take the floater, and it's good. Trevians and Monroe. Monroe strong arms it up and in. Glenbrook North with the basketball. Trevians with the lead. And zigzag play. He zigged when he should have zagged. And the ball thrown away. Trevians basketball. On the sideline in the corner. Go in, and skyhook in by Monroe. And boy, Monroe has had a very hot hand. Of course, he's the biggest player out there. I remember a player for New Trier back in 70, 71, I guess it was. Those 2 years, he had a 7-footer, Bill Cossack, and all he did was just kind of stand there, and his height was so much taller than everybody else, he could easily put one in. I think he holds the record for the most points in a game by a Trevian at 49. He had 49 against Glenbrook South, I believe. Up and in. Or Niles West, somebody like that. On the three-point play. And timeout taken. Trevian's lead is up to 13. As they've gotten a little run here in the second half. Going for the three. No. Kirkpatrick gave it off, go in. Fegan, and off the ball, there's a foul on a push. Inbound of Fegan, and no, he traveled first. Foul on the hand, but he traveled first. And Coach Fricky not too happy with that because all he saw was the hand on the arm, but he did take one too many steps in the paint. Up top. Cross court. Up high. Looking for an opening. And there's a foul underneath. And it's a Trevian foul. Van Cohen with a foul. Kirkpatrick. Fegan dished it off, up and in. Counted, and the foul on top of it. And Will Geis will go to the line. Getting the 2, chance of the 3 the hard way. And up and in for the deuce. Back up top. Get into the paint. Little fadeaway jumper, no. And you can see the height problem that North has. And the outside 3, though. Up top. And off the ball, a foul, this time on Monroe. Across the timeline. Third quarter action here on the network. Trevians up big right now. Looking for opening, set the play. And again, trying to drive the lane. Now they'll try again and put it up on the floater, no. To the corner. Into the paint. Geis goes for the 3. Swisheree for 3 for Will Geis. The inbound. Spartans outside and a little run and gun and up and in for the deuce. Gave him the lane to the basket. Cohen, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the line with a chance of 3-point play. And line change time again for the Trevians. Kolak, Picard, Brayboy, Fegan, and Toth will wait for the Cohen shot. And it was short. Trevians get it. Try again. No. And Kolak. No. Try again. No. Kick back out high. Going for the 3. Yes. Swisheree for 3. Oh, my. Who was that? Picard. Well, nice job by the Trevians in getting the rebounds. Not so great on the fact that they had to take so many shots to do it. But at least they got the offensive rebounds. Spartans with it. To the side and the reach in. That's a foul. And Toth and Noah Shannon check in for the Trevians. Inbounded out high. Up and in. And pushed out of bounds. Inbounded. Little stutter step there. Could have been traveling. I suppose it was the same foot, and he held the other one. So it wasn't, but kind of looked like it. At the buzzer beater for the Deuce, and we're done with the third quarter. Trevians lead 47-32 going into the fourth quarter. Thrown away. Pass intended for Monroe. Spartans with it. Up top, into the paint. Little jumper from the charity stripe and the Deuce. 47-34. From the outside for three. Swishery for three. 40-34. Or 50-34, make it. Gave him the lane. And the Deuce. And Monroe with the slam-a-jam to finish it off. From Kirkpatrick. And Jackson Monroe continues to score here. And Monroe with the stuff and dished it off to the side, up top, and in and out. Monroe, the putback, no. Back up top, Will Geis. And the Geis with the shot, no. And Glenbrook North brings it back quickly. Backing in, tried to take the shot. Yes, counted and the foul. That was a little obvious. Hope you join us on the network. We'll be here all during the spring. All the football games. And most of the baseball games will be here on our network. All the games will be on our cable affiliates, YouTube affiliates. We're going to have the home games on our YouTube affiliate. I have to discuss it with the school here about the away games for YouTube. Up and in for the Deuce. Kirkpatrick Canellos kicks it back out to Kirkpatrick. To the side. And go for the three. No. Saved. But given away on the long pass out. Up and in for the deuce and the foul. As things getting a little sloppy here in the fourth quarter. Things get sloppy when you start pressing. And we're at the TV timeout. The COVID timeout, as it were. 10-point lead. And some of the New Trier students able to get in tonight. Up in the balcony. Monroe. And the backdoor play. And Andrew Picar finishes it off with the deuce. And off the hand of Fegan. Up top. And broke through the Trevian defense and up and in for the deuce. Up and short. And brought back out, but the foul, accidental though it was, and we're at the 1-and-1. And Geis gets the first. And the second as well. Spartans with it. Up and no. Try again, no. And brought down by the Trevians. Geis dished it off. Kirkpatrick back up top. Chang. Was that Chang? No, Picar. Up top. Now back to Picar. Picar dished it off and wide open for the three, and the shot heavy. Drive to the basket, strong arms it up. Yes. No, it won't count. Player control foul. Kirkpatrick with the basketball. Josh Kirkpatrick gave it off. Monroe. Again, now the Spartans are playing it tight. They weren't earlier in the game. A lot tighter than at the start of the game. Picar dashing around a little bit out high. And the foul. And Andrew Picar will go to the line. And the ninth foul of the half against Glenbrook North. Gets a favorable bounce. And Toth checks in for Geis. And got them both. Couple of substitutions for the Trevians. Canelos guarding Monroe, and Canelos got a hand in there, and he traveled in his panic over the double team. The inbound to Canelos. And Canelos brings it across the timeline. To the side. Up top, Kirkpatrick, Canelos, cross, back up high. And the timeout taken. 1:33 left. Trevian lead at 13. Carlo Kolak checks in. Cole Handelman. Mateo Miller. Will Schmelter. Noah Shannon in for the Trevians. Kolak gave it to Miller. Back top to Kolak. To the side. Back out to Miller. Mateo Miller, and dished off. And a little give and go, and the verse layup by Cole Handelman. Up top. Under a minute, I think, left to play. Out top. And broken away. Spartans with the shot. And stuffed, I guess it was blocked. Out high for the three, yep. And that's going to do it. Trevian's just going to hold on to this one and win it by 12, I guess. That'll do it. And the Trier Trevians are victorious. Final score 60-48. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stick around for more sports action on the network. New Trier basketball continues for another 2 weeks here. We have the Evanston games and the Niles West games conference-wise. And the Vernon Hills and Deerfield on the non-conference, conference league crossover. That'll do it for us for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And we say, as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody. This has been a Metro Chicago Sports Network copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.